Hey guys, so for those of you who don't know, I'm Mariah, aka WDW Sparkles if you're watching this through Tumblr, or Mariah Disney Sparkles if you just happen to notice this like floating around on YouTube, and this is the first of what I hope to be many Disney Q&A videos. Alright, so my first question comes from Disney is a Wonderland, all one word by the way for those who want to follow, who asks, favorite non-princess female? First of all, Stripper Mouse. I love the stripper mouse, Miss Kitty Mouse, in The Great Mouse Detective. There's just something so enthralling about the idea of a mouse who strips in a seedy pub. Like, I don't even know, there's just something about it I find fascinating. But my real answer is Mary Poppins, like, hands down. I know a lot of people like the underrated animated girls who work hard and have spunk and don't need a man, but they get him anyway. And I actually almost picked Nani from Lilo and Stitch for a lot of those reasons. But there's something about Julie Andrews' portrayal of the character. There's something about this character that captivates me. She's practically perfect, but you can't help but wonder about her. Why is she so perfect? How did she get that way? Is she capable of doing anything imperfect? Plus, much like Marlin and Dory, I like that she and Bert don't end up together in the end. It shows you don't need to have a love interest to have a fantastic story. That, and we all get to read and write fan fictions about what would happen if they did get together. Next question is from probably the sweetest girl I know on Tumblr, Diet Coke and Disney, all again one word. And she asks, ride with the best queue. I actually have two favorites, Star Tours and Monsters, Inc. Laugh Floor. Star Tours has the same amount of detail as, say, Tower of Terror or Haunted Mansion, but it tends to get overlooked. It's great for fans of the movie, no matter what level of fandom you are. Plus, Patrick Warburton robot with a high-pitched Patrick Warburton voice. Monsters, Inc. is actually my favorite attraction at all four parks, and the queue is no exception to its awesomeness. The amount of detail put in makes you feel like you're actually right there inside a Pixar movie. If you ever get the chance, read the board that has what the critics are saying. It's a blast. Diet Coke and Disney asked me another question, which was, which princesses do you reckon would be the best friends? First of all, I applaud you on your use of the term reckon. As for my answer, I'd like to think Mulan and Merida would be really close. They both rebelled against a sexist social norm. They're both pretty handy with weapons. However, while Merida's brave and brash, Mulan's more subdued and less impulsive. So I think they would even each other out. Alright, this question comes from Yours for Infinity and Beyond, just like the other two, all one word. And they asked, what about Disney first made you so passionate about it? I was raised on Disney. I was singing Part of Your World when I was 2 years old. Probably not very well, mind you, but it happened frequently enough. I think what really hooked me was my very first trip to Walt Disney World when I was almost 5 years old. I was old enough to understand and appreciate what was going on around me, and I was old enough to form actual memories of going. Plus, I was already tall enough to ride Splash Mountain. My last question comes from Disney World Express, also one word, who asked, what is your best and worst Disney memory? My best Disney memory, that's kind of a tough one. I think I'm going to go with a recent one. On my last trip to Walt Disney World, which was just a few weeks ago, we kind of maybe stalked the actors playing Marlin and Gil in Finding Nemo the musical. At one of the shows, we sat right in the second row, right next to the left side of the runway. And anytime Marlin did anything, we nearly peed ourselves laughing. He was like the best Marlin ever. When they ran onto the runway directly following the curtain call, the actor playing Marlin leaned right down next to us and without using the puppet said, "Hi guys." We were so happy we could barely contain ourselves. My worst Disney memory is a pretty heavy one actually. All throughout my senior year, my mom was dying of a brain tumor. After I got my hair done, Drizella, hgbecca.tumblr.com, and I decided to watch all of our Disney sing-along tapes and sing along. We had just finished the first one when my dad called us on his cell phone from the hospital. Mom had passed away, so yeah. I haven't watched the same sing-along tape since. And that concludes my first Q&A video. I'd like to thank Disney is a Wonderland, Diet Coke and Disney, Yours for Infinity Beyond, and Disney World Express for the questions. See you all next time.